we're here to tell you the truth.
Big question is, what do you feel about Jesus' crucifixion? We are here at the temple interviewing the Jewish community. First up is Caiaphas. Rumor has it you're the reason Jesus is dead. Do you think he deserved it?
Well, it wasn't really that he himself deserved death. Like what he was doing, I feel like he was like undermining the Jewish faith, and I was really worried about like what he was doing. Just trying to keep like the temple and our country safe.
That's a good thoughts. Next is the worshiper of the temple. Are you still loyal to God even after his son rose from heaven? The son rose to heaven?
I'm loyal to God, but not to Jesus.
Why?
Because Jesus did bad things to my people.
What did he do in specific?
Well, he was not really the Messiah.
Interesting. Next is the soldier of the high priest. Did Jesus' death affect you personally in any way?
No. I can't remember the disciple's name, which I probably should, but I did get my ear cut off by him.
So it did affect you. How did you feel when you got your ear cut off?
Well, I was trying to get an ear piercing, no, I'm kidding. No, it hurt quite a lot. Yeah, it went from down to up, so that probably made it hurt a bit more. There was a bit of blood.
Do you blame Jesus as part of this?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, last up, we have Joseph of Arimathea. Were you close to Jesus?
I wasn't personally close to Jesus, but I did not support his crucifixion.
Good thoughts. That is all we have here at the temple. Avery Kerr reporting live.
Salome reporting live from the garden. How do you feel about the crucifixion of Jesus? All of you.
Well, I was very sad because I'm one of Jesus' closest followers. He turned me around because I was possessed by 7 demons when I was a prostitute.
Oh, wow.
Well, I was also very devastated because I was a very faithful follower of Jesus too, and I was also kind of confused because Jesus was telling everyone he was the Messiah, and if he was the Messiah, why couldn't he save himself? I mean, I was confused.
Judith?
Well, it was in the moment when I turned him into the chief priest, and it was for the money because I was really desperate and needed money and stuff. It was 12 silver pieces. That's worth a lot back in the day.
Peter?
Well, I followed him after Judas had betrayed him, and I went all the way up to the, well, I guess it was sort of a trial. And then after the rooster crowed the second time, I realized that Jesus' words were true, that I would have denied him 3 times before the rooster crows twice.
Oh, wow. Alright, I have a few individual questions. Alright, Judith? Why did you turn in Jesus?
Well, I was really desperate for money, and I didn't really think about it back
Today. So sad. Peter, you're next. So, when you're supposed to be watching Jesus, why did you fall asleep and deny him later?
I didn't mean to fall asleep. I just had a tough week, and I knew I would need to be ready and awake for what was going to come next.
And why did you deny him? Right.
I
I was trying to make it so Jesus didn't have another person to worry about while he was in trial, so I just wanted to make it easy for him.
All right. Mary Magdalene. So, what was it like watching Jesus die and not being able to do anything?
I felt like I was deprived of I don't know, I wasn't able to stop him, and it made me very sad just because he had helped me and I couldn't help him.
When you were a prostitute with 7 demons?
Yeah, he turned me around and yeah.
That is wonderful. Mary, how did you get involved with Jesus?
Well, I just, became a faithful follower of him.
But how? What is your individual Jesus story?
Well, my peak of involvement was when he was being buried in his tomb. My son had wrapped him in a linen cloth.
Oh, wow.
And I just felt, that I missed him, and I was very involved there.
So it was your son. That's wonderful.
Yeah, we were involved.
This is Grace Cortese reporting live on the crucifixion. And I'd like to ask you guys all a general question. How do you feel now that Jesus is dead?
I'm very sad. He was a good man.
Okay.
Well, I was just doing my job
Yeah?
to bring him to be crucified.
Yeah, that's just my job. I didn't really think of him as a god. He could have been a God's son, or he could have been a man. I don't really know. Just orders.
Yeah. So, Roman God won.
Yes.
Is this you?
Yes, yes.
So, do you think your leaders made a smart choice by deciding to hunt after Jesus?
Well, Jesus was a good man, and he did do a lot of great things, but on the other hand, he, according to people, did say to ruin the temple. So if he did say he was going to ruin the temple, it was a good choice, but then, again, he was a good man, so...
Yeah, deep. Roman God too. Where were you at the time of Jesus' death? Because there was some eyewitness reportings of you being at the bar drinking. Are these true?
No, I was there crucifying Jesus. I did his arm.
You did his arm?
Right arm, yes. The arm.
How did you feel? Was there much blood?
Yeah, there was blood. It was kind of gory.
Was it gory?
Yes, it was
Would you repeat the experience?
No, it was kind of disgusting.
Were you paid extra for doing it?
Yes.
Yes? How much?
2,000.
Great. And then Centurion.
Yes.
As you've lost loved ones in your life, do you relate to the feeling of Jesus' followers now that they've lost someone?
Yes, he was definitely God's son. That's no doubt about it. I feel bad because he was a good man. Would miss him. Might even go home and cry a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That's very deep. Thank you guys very much. Very inspirational, emotional group of Romans. I'm here with an exclusive interview with Pontius Pilate.
Hi, I'm Pontius Pilate.
So, how do you feel now that Jesus is dead?
I feel happy and sad. I'm happy because the Roman Empire will stay in power, whereas the Christian Empire would have taken over because of Jesus. And I'm sad because Jesus was a very amazing person and he helped the community a lot.
So, why did you decide to let the crowd choose if Jesus would live or die?
Well, the crowd would have erupted in fury if I didn't let them. If I didn't kill Jesus, they would have came up and they would have killed me. So I wanted to preserve my own life. So
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Eyewitness News.
Crucifixion of Jesus at the cross. So the main question we're asking is, what did you think about Jesus' crucifixion from your point of view?
I didn't know who he was. I just was there and following the crowd.
I carried his cross. I carried his crucifixion cross. Good boy.
Good boy, Simon.
Well, I was in prison, so I didn't know who he was, but it was quite disgusting.
Yeah. Were you at the site?
I was at the site.
So you were here.
Yes.
Servant girl?
Yeah. Okay. So I was the one who told everybody that I had found Jesus. Found him. He was talking. Well, he was in a courtyard, and I asked him if he was the Messiah, and he said that he was. And so I told people, and then he kept denying it, but then they found him and they crucified him. So I'm sort of happy.
Individual questions I'd like to ask you. So, servant girl, are you part of the Roman or the Jewish community?
I am part of the Jewish community.
So even though you work for the high priest and the chief priest, you still believe in your Jewish rights, correct?
I don't think I have an option.
No, yeah. And now Barabbas?
Yeah, that's me.
How does it feel to be released from prison and hear this news?
I mean, I don't know if I like Jesus, so I kind of like death, so I suppose it's a good thing for me, because it wasn't my fault, so I don't get put in prison, but it's still somebody dying, so I enjoy it.
All right,
very much.
so you wanted Jesus to die.
No, I just want death.
All right.
Don't care who it is.
Simon of Cyrene.
Yes.
How did you feel to carry the cross? Did you feel like that was an honor, or did you feel like you were putting like as a slave to Jesus on his deathbed?
Not to Jesus, but to the Romans, I felt somewhat as a slave, because I was forced to carry the cross, and I knew if I didn't, I would be killed by the Romans.
Yes. So you were part of the Jewish community.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. That is a nice microphone you have there.
It is. It's state of the art in these early times. Now, crowd member.
Yeah.
From an outside perspective, what did you think of the crucifixion? Were you on Jesus' side or were you on the Roman
Honestly,
side?
I had no idea what's going on.
Why did you come to at the cross side? Did you just go to the marketplace?
There was a lot of commotion and rumors, so I headed there and just joined in. And
All right.
I heard it was a dance battle. That's why I went.
Now, what kind of dance would they be dancing to?
I think it was hip hop.
All right. That's
Mariah?
always good.
I was like, I'm in. So.
All right.
But then.
So that was Chloe Donovan reporting on the crucifixion of Jesus. This is the Eyewitness News team with the conclusion. The ordinary people actually didn't like Jesus and wanted him to die, except for the servant girl. The servant girl was part of the Jewish community, knew Jesus, and loved him so much.
I interviewed the disciples. They were all avid followers of Jesus, and he saved many of them, and they are very sad about his death.
I interviewed the Jewish community. Before he died, they considered him as the Messiah, but once he died, that turned over in their minds, and because they thought of a Messiah as someone who couldn't die.
I interviewed the Romans, and it was quite surprising. Most of them actually thought that Jesus was a good man and the Messiah. If we find out anything new, we'll come back to you and tell you the new stuff.
Next is an exclusive interview on Pontius Pilate.